Hey, what's up guys? It's the Burning Abyss here, back with another video. So guys, for today's video, what I want to do is show you guys my updated, finally I haven't updated this like in a long time, my updated Dragon Link deck profile. I know it's been a while since I posted Dragon Link just because before the business cards, I don't think Dragon Link was that good if you weren't using the adventure package, which I didn't want to get, honestly. And I knew it before the ban list, it was at risk of getting banned, or not banned, but hit. So I definitely think that I didn't want to post a list and then be like, oh, or if I got the adventure cards and then they got hit, I was going to be kind of upset. So I never got them, and then after the ban list, they didn't get hit. But Dragon Link still wasn't in the greatest spot, just because like I feel like runic stuff and Trillium is just so much better. But now that the Biscuit cards are out, while you can still play variants with the adventure stuff, you really just need the Biscuit cards now to be able to have a more functional deck for Dragon Link. But obviously there's different ways you can play it. You can play it with the Biscuit cards, you can play it with I know that Chaos Thunder Dragon kind of build, that's pretty cool. I kind of want to mess with that or see if I can, I guess, build on top or build my own version of the deck for that in the future, because I do have all the Thunder stuff. I've been waiting for Colossus, but it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, guys, I just want to show you guys the updated deck profile. I will say that most of my list is very similar to the top 32. The guy who got top 32 with Dragon Link listed, I forgot his name, but shout outs to him. This is basically almost all his list. I did make a few changes, mostly like a few changes in the side, and just like one or two main deck stuff that I changed. But yeah, guys, without further ado, let's just get right into the deck profile. Alright guys, so let's get right into the deck profile. So starting with the main deck, we are playing 3 Seyfert for the main Chaos package, and the white and the black. Of course, these are very, very standard cards. Even before before the ban list and all that, or when adventure was more, because people weren't really playing the Seyfert that much because it conflicted with the adventure stuff. But I was already playing this even beforehand, so it's good to see Seyfert back in the deck. Honestly, such a good card. White and black, of course, they're at 1 for a reason. And then we got the Rocket package. I think the guy was playing 2 Rocket Tracer, but I am playing 3, along with 1 Synchron and 1 Recharger. I did cut the Synchron down to 1 now that we don't have Pepega Ruler, since it's a lot harder to make the hot red now. So I think you just need, honestly, just 1 of this is fine. Just because you can still make plays with this card. If you have it in hand, you can normal it and bring back either your Absorauder or your Noctivision or anything, and you can basically make a Synchro 8 like Savage or anything else, honestly. So yeah, I decided to keep the 1 Rocket Synchron. Recharger, of course, is mandatory since you need it for the level 8 Synchro with the Tracer. And yeah, pretty standard, honestly. I like 3 Recharge just because you don't mind opening this card. It's not like something you need to always do in your combo to go send Seyfert off Ravine. Or not Seyfert, Absorauder. But yeah, and then the 1 honorary Rocket is the 1 Absorauder. Cut this down to 1 just because. Sorry about my dryer again, guys. I know in my last, 2 videos ago, it was doing the same thing. Sorry about that in the background noise, but it won't happen every video. But yeah, guys, Absorauder at 1. Since we are having a slightly smaller Rocket package, you're not gonna open them as it's nice if you open a Rocket with this, but now that we cut Recharge or Synchron down to 1, it's that's less likely to happen. So I think just the 1 Absorauder is fine to send off Ravine. And then we're playing 2 Noctivision Dragon. This card is just a really good extender. Being able to summon itself from the hand when you summon a dark or special summon, and then when you link it off, you get to draw a card. It's so good. So, and it works. This is a level 7. If you need to, you can bring it back with Rocket Synchron and go into Synchro 8. Now for the bystial cards, we are playing 3 Lubellion, similar to the list from the YCS. Just a really good card, honestly. It's it searches your other bystial cards, or it also helps you set your branded beast or the regained or whatever. So it's really good card. Searches your stuff or from the deck, like your spell and traps, and also searches your bisted cards. So, and it's a light, so you can. I mean, obviously this whole deck is darker light, so, and it's a pretty big body too, like pretty good. Then we got the rest of the bistids. We got 3 Magnamut, 2 Druid's Worm, and 1 Sabonair. So Magnamut, of course, is like the best one since it lets you search on end phase any dragon. So that's broken, honestly. This card's broken. But obviously these are all DD Crows, and then Druid's Worm. I think he was playing 3 in his list, but I just felt like you only really needed 2, honestly. I don't think you need the 3rd one. This card is basically helps you get rid of. I mean, it's a DD Crow, and then when it leaves the field, you can send 1 card. I forget if it's 1 card or 1 monster. Yeah, 1 special summon monster and send it to the graveyard. So it's pretty cool. And then Sabonair is the Foolish Burial, so you can send like your spell card to regain and then bring it back on end phase with Branded Beast. So pretty cool. But obviously this is your worst one, so you just play 1. So that's it for the Bisset cards. Now for the big dragons, we are playing the 1 Chaos Emperor and the 1 Levianeer. Obviously Levianeer is very standard in Dragon Link, even before this. The Armageddon wasn't as standard, but now with this build, it just helps recur some of your banished cards. And it's another body on board too, so it's so good, honestly. And then for your going second cards, we are playing 3 Dark Ruler. And I guess this is a going first or going second card. And Triple Tactics Talents. This is what the guy was playing at the YCS. I haven't been able to test the deck too much yet because I just got I was missing like 2 of the Bisset cards and they came in today, literally. So, but I was testing the deck out with 2 less Bisset cards, and you definitely want like at least 9. So that's, or I guess it's technically, oh, it is 9. Yeah, you want at least 9 in order to see them more consistently. Because I was playing with 7, and I wasn't seeing them as much. But yeah, these obviously very good, like board breaker here, like to negate the whole board, and then your Dragon Link has so much gas that it's like if you can just negate the board, if they have other set like interruptions, like set back row, that you can normally play through that stuff, and then Talents also helps you break boards as well, like take cards or draw more cards to be able to push further. So really good stuff. And then going first, obviously, if you already have combo, and even if they interrupt you and you can still play through it, you can just look at their hand. And then the powers, like more power spells, we got 3 Chaos Space and 3 Quick Launch. So Chaos Space has more targets now, not just the baby dragons, nor the Levianeer, but you can also search the Lubellion, so that's pretty broken. It's pretty nice too because it's another target that you can basically, because most of the time you have to send I guess it's another light target, I guess you could say. Lubellion's another light target you can search for. Most of the time you search for like either the baby dragons or the Levianeer, but now you have more targets, so pretty cool. And obviously Chaos Space is broken. Then Quick Launch, like not a once per turn E-Telly, so very standard. And then the 2 field spells, of course, we got the Ravine and the Boot Sector Launch, extenders, and mandatory in the deck. I really hate drawing Boot Sector. Like, I hate it so much. Ravine I don't mind as much, but Boot Sector I just hate drawing it. But you have to play it, so I guess it is what it is. And last but not least, the 2 I guess the branded cards, Branded Regain and Branded Beast. I know the guy said that Regain is probably cuttable, and I do agree, but I do think that it offers some stuff in its own right. Like if you can't bring it out at the end of the turn with Branded Beast, like if you weren't able to foolish it, then it's not a big deal. But if you can, it's like it's even more pluses. Like it has interruption on your opponent's turn, and then it lets you draw more stuff on your turn. So really good stuff. And then Beast, of course, is more interruptions. So pretty cool. And it basically helps out, like it's kind of like basically a main deck now out to Mystic Mine. So that's it for the main guys. I think the only thing that I changed that versus the YCS list in the main deck was just the 3rd Tracer, because he was playing 2 Tracer, and I think he was playing the 3 Druid Swarm, but I'm playing 2 Druid Swarm and 3 Tracer. And then that's about it. I'm going into the extra deck. Obviously, the Link wants 1 Striker Dragon and 1 Pisty. Card's broken, both of these cards. So definitely, Striker's at 1. I wish he came back to more than 1, but yeah, it's a really good card. Then the Link 2s. The main ones, like the Dragon ones, we got Seal and Romulus. Basically, they open up your 2 zones like that. Seal is a good card to end on, just to be able to interrupt your opponent and set follow. Like, it's an interruption and it gives you follow up. So really, probably one of the best Dragon cards. And Romulus searches for Mean, and it's also a Link 2 to help you Link climb. Standard. The rest of the Link 2s, and we have a couple actually. We have IP. We have Dark. Quad Boral. And Dillinger's. So these are the other Link 2s. We have a lot of Link 2s because this deck can use them pretty well. IP, if you can't, like, maybe if you don't want to end on Savage, or if you don't want to end on Borderland, you can end on Seal IP. Still not that bad. And so certain matches are probably good. And then Dark, of course, helps you basically helps you Link climb as well in order to OTK your opponent. And then Quad Boral, of course, helps with the Quad Boral and Dillinger's both. They both help make the Boral end easier. If you can't go like the triple burst route with the Pisty, then you can use these, and basically also it's another way to get to Boral end. And also they're just good extenders too. So for the Link 3s, 1 triple burst and 1 unicorn. Unicorn, of course, to go off of IP, and then triple burst, of course, helps with the Pisty play in order to set a Boral end. So pretty standard. I think it's pretty standard. Then the 1 Link 4 is the access code talker. Again, you could use the unicorn to go into access code pretty easily. Only thing that sucks with that, same with the problem with BA2, is all your extra deck monsters are mostly dark, except for Romulus and Seal. And most of the time, if you go access code to try to kill it's turn 2, that means you probably went second, so you never went Seal in the first place. But maybe Romulus might be in your graveyard, so you might have a wind and a dark. But a lot of times you might just have a dark only. And then the Boral end, of course, this card's broken. Really broken. It's pretty hard for a lot of decks to out. So yeah, standard. Now for the synchros, we got 1 Baron, since you can go into Baron with any of the Visited cards and Tracer. It's level 10. Savage, very standard in Dragon Link, and Scarlight. This is basically, I think, yeah, the extra deck was exactly the same as the YCS list. I don't see anything wrong with it. I like it. So maybe the only thing I could maybe think of changing would be either, because Scarlight's good for time, obviously, but if you're not going into time that much, you could probably take out the Scarlight for maybe that rank 6 dragon monster, the Wallow, I think it's called. Card's pretty good too, and it provides some interruption as well. So I thought that'd be pretty cool, but we'll have to see with some more testing. But yeah, that's it for the extra deck, guys. And I decided to even show the side deck that I'm using right now. So I'm going into the side deck now. We got 1 Pankratops, 1 Aether, I believe, Aether. Basically, Pankratops is obviously good going second, since it just helped. I needed 1 more card, and I couldn't really think of what else to put in, so I just put in Pankratops. And then the Aether is good going first. If maybe you're playing a matchup it could be good against Tier, because this card, if you summon it off Seal, then you basically get to banish a card on the field. So that's pretty cool. It's a double interruption. Basically, Seal will bounce something, and then Aether will banish something else. So that's it for those cards, those 2. And then the actual, I guess the only hand trap that I'm playing in the whole deck. This is the only hand trap if you don't count the Visited cards as hand traps. The Gamma package, it's pretty good going second into boards or into decks like Sprite, since it gets rid of their body on board. So I think I decided to just main it. It's another light target too, so if they don't like, if it doesn't get banished, then you have more lights in grave. But yeah, mostly for the sprite matchup, honestly. And I guess road decks too. For the spell cards, these are like the removal cards. We got 2 Lightning Storm and Harpy's Feather Duster. Of course, these have utility of being monster destroyers and or Skull and Trap destroyers. So I think it's nice to have these. I mean, you definitely need back removal, but it's nice having the option with Lightning Storm to destroy monsters as well. And then probably the best removal card in the game that I think any deck should be playing right now is 3 Evenly Matched. Of course, it's a going second card and helps you clear out boards. And since this card banishes them face down, it's like super good. So yeah, 3 Evenly, and last but not least, 3 Rivalry. Since this deck you don't really play much back row, you don't have to play anything like Solemn Judgment or anything like that. So I think Rivalry is like the perfect floodgate to play in this deck, since every card in your deck is a dragon. So you don't have to worry about. I mean, the only cards like that are not dragon is some of the extra deck monsters like Axis Code Talker, IP, and Unicorn. But you can play around that honestly pretty well. So that's it for the deck, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you did, and see you guys in the next video.